I'm gonna be so for real right now. I don't feel that great. Something's going around. I tell you what, is anybody else kind of feeling sick right now? If you are, I hope you feel better because you look good. So let's read some Reddit. Girlfriend wants another phone for personal use for her birthday. What's her other phone for? I have so many questions, but let's just get into it. Me, 26 male, and my girlfriend, 25 female, have been together for 10 months. She already has a phone that works fine. I helped pay for it. Recently, she told me she wants a second phone just for personal use, quote unquote, and thinks I should buy it for her as an upcoming birthday gift. I asked what she means by personal use. Thank you, Todd. I'm gonna call you Todd. And she got vague. She said it's just not something she wants on her main phone. Are you making an account for a specific site? She also said it's about privacy and that I should trust her. I told her I wasn't comfortable paying for another phone without a clear reason. She got upset and said I was being controlling and turning money into a power thing. Girl, you're asking him for a second phone. You're switching it up too much. That's crazy. This is like gaslighting. That wasn't my intention. I just don't want to feel like I'm being used or ignoring my gut. I don't know what I should do now. Please give me suggestions. Edited to add, as far as I know, she hasn't used any drugs or shown any interest in buying or selling them. I didn't even think of that. I immediately just thought of like saucy content or something, or which would be just crazy to ask for a second phone to like cheat on them. Hey, boyfriend, I'm gonna cheat on. Can you buy me a new phone so I can cheat on you with somebody else? I don't know. It seems odd. Like, what are you using the other phone for? Unless you only had a work phone or something. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what to think that she'd want to do with that phone. All I can think of is like maybe she'd want to make an account on a site she wouldn't want you to see or something. I don't know. What do you guys think before we get into it? Okay, there's an update, so we're gonna read that. But first we're gonna read some comments because I am clueless. All right, who else accesses her phone besides herself and you? She wants a second phone to hide something from you. Take that information and use it as you will. OP says nobody else accesses her phone. I have all her passwords, but never once went through her phone. Same with her as well. I'm starting to feel doubt. Commenter 2 says 2 phones equals relationship kaput. I don't disagree necessarily. OP says, I think I entered I am dating the wrong person. I was so desperate to not be single. I'm sorry. Ugh, this is so sad. I ignored the red flags. Oh, buddy, it's okay. You're just a nice guy, you know? And maybe she has it because she's gonna, surprise you with an ultimate surprise birthday party. You're like a really cool birthday present and she just really doesn't want you to see, but for some reason she asked you to buy said phone that she would do that with, so that would kind of give it away. So that doesn't really make sense, but I'm just trying to look on the positive side. I'm just curious. I need to read the update. Hey guys, today's been a long day. I barely slept last night thinking of how stupid I was ignoring the red flags and trusting her words this whole time. I kept replaying everything in my head and reading through your comments. The more I thought about it, the more I realized if I didn't end it now, I'd just talk myself into staying and slowly let this whole dynamic get worse. I could already feel myself starting to rationalize it. I didn't like that. So I got up early, made a couple of strong cups of coffee, and called her since we don't live together. Hey, can you buy me another personal apartment? Like, you don't need to know what goes on in there. I just need like a personal apartment with my personal phone. I asked if she wanted to meet at a local park after I got off work. It's a busy park, lots of people around. She agreed right away. It wasn't unusual for us to meet there, especially since it's been weirdly warm for February. I worked from home today and it was a blur. I did the bare minimum, couldn't focus. As soon as I was done, I called her to confirm, and within about 30 minutes, we were there. At first, I kept it light. We walked a bit, I joked around, got her laughing, and eventually we sat down on the bench and told her we needed to talk. I explained how the whole second phone thing made me feel manipulated. I told her I already felt pressured helping pay for the first phone, and now being expected to buy another one for personal use with no clear explanation didn't sit right with me. Good for you. Communication is key. Good for you, and you're saying this well. She was quiet for a minute. Then she said it was a big misunderstanding. Is it a surprise birthday party, I hope? And that she was joking about the second phone. Oh, she was joking. Oh, I don't don't believe her. That didn't make sense to me. So I asked her why she doubled down about privacy and trust and accused me of using money as power if it was just a joke. She couldn't really answer that because she's lying. It was just more vague stuff. That was kind of it for me. I told her I'd had enough and that I wanted to break up. She tried to kiss me after I said it. Yeah, this is so manipulative and weird. Like that would smooth it over. I stepped back. I wasn't going to let it turn into some emotional back and forth. I said I was done and started walking to my car. She walked off toward hers. I got in mine and left. Way to stand your ground, Todd. It sucked. I am not gonna pretend it didn't. But honestly, as soon as I drove away, I felt this weird mix of sadness and relief. Then it was the right thing to do. If you have even a little bit of relief, it is the right thing to do. I don't want to be in a relationship where my gut is constantly telling me something's off and I'm being told I'm controlling for asking basic questions. Anyway, that's the update. Appreciate the straight talk from you guys. Sometimes you need outside perspective to see what you're ignoring. Also, I just want to clarify that we only had each other's phone and social media passwords because she strongly wanted it and offered me hers to convince me. Whatever, I mean, couples do that, okay? I don't even know if the passwords were real because I'd never once snooped on her. I guarantee she did on you. I changed my passwords this morning before work. Good for you, I would have forgot. So I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I think you handled that perfectly, very maturely. I think you sat, you thought about it, you communicated, you felt off, and you went with your gut. And that's all you can do. And I mean, early relationship, you guys met together, not even a year, so wow, what's that saying? Oh, wow, over the bridge. Water under the bridge. I'm so curious, though. I wish we found out, but I guess we don't. But let's move on. Am I the scallywag for confronting my girl when I realized she took credit for something she didn't do? Depends on what. Depends on what. So a couple of days ago, my girl and I were celebrating, and she told me she made me chocolate as a gift. I knew it was food. She was super excited about it, saying she spent hours on them. She works a little waitress job. I don't like how you said that, a little waitress job. So she doesn't have a ton of money, so I didn't mind her cheaping out. I don't like you. Don't mind her cheaping out a bit compared to what I got her. Yeah, I don't really like you. This is like tallying thing. We've seen this before in other posts where the guys keep tallies like, I got her an expensive gift and she doesn't have even close to the same salary as me. So I thought it was sweet that she tried. I didn't even know she knew how to make sweets and stuff because she always says she can barely cook. I asked her how she learned how to make it, and it turns out she melted pre-made chocolate and poured it into molds. So she did make it. She didn't. Are you about to tell me right now that since she didn't make chocolate from scratch, since she didn't go to South America, grab some cacao beans and bring it back and make fucking chocolate, are you saying she didn't make it? She didn't even make any of the fillings herself either. She got store-bought caramel and fruit spread and stuff. She assembled it, dude. She assembled it. Literally, all of it was pre-made. She barely put any effort at all. And then she was all proud of herself. You suck. Monkey butt, dude. Usually I try to let things go because she's so sensitive to criticism, but it just really irritated me that she tricked me like that. So I called her out on lying about it. Oh my God. Cry me a river. Where's the tiny violin? Where's the tiny violin? Play it. She got upset and said she did make them because she put in so much effort. Yes, you did, queen. Halfway through arguing with me about it, if it's okay to lie to me or not, she just starts texting someone and saying she doesn't want to argue anymore. Yeah, she's probably tired of your bullshit, Brad. She ended up getting her sister to come pick her up, and she's been hanging out with her instead of me for the past 2 days. Her sister called me a dick on her way out too, which kind of makes me think my girl lied to her also about making them. Otherwise, I don't know why she'd be mad at me. At first, I was really sure that I was right, but maybe I need to be more forgiving of it. Like, I guess maybe it was too much to ask her to go to South America and like get cacao beans and like make it from scratch herself. Like, I don't know, like she has her little waitress job. I feel like she could afford that trip, you know? Like at the end of the day, I know she's not a great cook, so maybe I should have expected it not to actually be from scratch. Dude, she's not Nora Smith, dude. We're not all Nora Smith out here, okay? She's usually really sweet and texts me a lot, but she hasn't been talking to me much the past couple days, so I'm starting to feel like maybe I overreacted. Wow, crazy. There is no way that the comments don't agree with me. I'm like, I feel like I have a valid crash out. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. There's one thing from buying cupcakes from a store and saying you bought them, that's dishonest. And I feel like he'd be like, I feel like there could be like, I don't know how to make it, or I tried to make it, didn't work. And there could be innocence in that still. But this is so silly. Like I've made cupcakes where I make like the cupcake from scratch, but then I get like regular jam that I bought from the store, put it inside, and like icing from the store and I made those fucking cupcakes, okay? You can't tell me I didn't make those cupcakes. I assembled the cupcakes, so I made... Wait, we have pictures of she made pralines? Those are so cute. Stop. She made those. She got the molds. She got the chocolate. She got the filling. She put them together. She put the time and work in. Are you kidding me? If I got handmade freaking pralines... You don't deserve her. All right, so the consensus was asshole, but luckily we have an update. I don't even know. Hopefully he just like is like, I'm an asshole. I learned my lesson, but we'll see. I don't have hope. So a lot of you guys were so dramatic. Brad, we don't have time for you. Just leave the internet, okay? I really couldn't take most of the comments seriously. I still think homemade chocolates implies that every part is homemade, but clearly most people just say homemade imprecisely. So I think it's not really her fault and that she used that word in this situation. Oh, because the whole world agrees with her, then you just think, I guess everyone else is stupid. God, can you just wear a hat that says narcissist on it for me. I decided to go ahead and apologize since it's clear she didn't lie, since she didn't mislead me on purpose. I also chose not to make chocolates myself because I don't care to be in the kitchen much. Okay? I thought if I posted a pic of the ones she made and asked for feedback from people who actually know what they're talking about, I could get a better idea of it she actually did them right or not, and how hard that might be without having to try myself. He was going to try to make these himself from scratch to prove a point. I hate this type of person. Like I said before, she doesn't even own a thermometer. Thermometer. Dude, she melted down the chocolate. You could do that with a thermometer or without a thermometer. You could throw it in the microwave for 30-second increments over like 4 or 5 times, depending on how much chocolate you have, or you can put it in a fucking pot and use a thermometer if you want over some boiling hot water. There's multiple ways to do it. But she also wouldn't be making the chocolate if she was melting down chocolate. What are you talking about? Sorry, I'm crashing out again. Like I said before, she doesn't even own a thermometer, so all the people saying she tempered it right based on the comments where I talk about them being crunchy were probably wrong in my opinion. You are so dumb. You're actually so dumb. Melting down chocolate is so easy and you don't need a thermometer for it. Holy shit. The problem is that some of you are weirdos who follow people to the other subs. At first, people were complimenting her chocolates, so I was thinking maybe I really do need to apologize for thinking she put in no effort, but then someone posted a link and a flood of people showed up to insult them just because I said I made them. There were a lot of comments saying how it's obvious no effort was put in, they look terrible, etc. Okay, did you put it in a forum, in a Reddit, in a subreddit that was like, diss my chocolate? Because I guarantee that exists, that you probably put it in there just to like prove your point. But I can't trust those since they came from a poisoned well, so to speak. I decided to just mention that point to her. Since I couldn't get a clear answer on if they actually turned out well according to people who actually know about chocolate. Who the cares? Did you like them? Did they taste good? Do you appreciate the effort she's putting into it? Why do you need other people's opinions on them? So I texted her to ask if we could talk it over and she agreed. Because of how dramatic the commenters were, I did start to get a little nervous, so I decided to go kind of over the top with the apology. Took her on a date to go to a little arts and crafts place she likes to go, and I got her some food. Why is everything little that she does? A little job, little arts and crafts. He's just like, let me just belittle her in any way possible. Like even writing about her, it's icky. She also apologized for running off to her sister's place and said she's gonna take a little break from her for a while because apparently she said some pretty messed up things about me that upset her. I think sister was being very honest and your girlfriend just had a hard time hearing it because she probably can't believe right now that she has spent this much time with you. I guess her sister thought she was gonna dump me, so she assumed my girl would laugh along with her when she made some bigoted comments and said a few other things that really hurt my girl's feelings, which is great in my opinion. Yeah, of course you think that's great. I always got the feeling her sister never liked me, and I guess now it's clear why. Anyway, I'm just glad she came home and everything settled down. Sorry to all you people hoping she'd freak out and throw away 10 years over 10 years? I guarantee you were her first boyfriend or whatever. Is this a wife? I think this is like a girlfriend. And of course you can't commit. Comments say, so we learned nothing. Yeah, just what I'd expect from this OP. I feel bad for his girlfriend. I'm sure this isn't the first insensitive asshole thing he's done. What did he want her to grow the fucking cacao beans, process it into cocoa somehow, then make chocolate? He'd find something to shit on about that too, no doubt. They're literally homemade already. Let me know what you guys think. Was my crush out valid? Am I crazy? Let me know down below. I need to move on. I need to cleanse my palette. I need to bleach my eyes. We need a nice little last one, okay? Am I the scallywag for not wanting to go through with my part of the deal, even though my boyfriend says it's a good idea? All right, we're going back on deals. Depends on the deal. We'll see. All right, me, 18 female, and my boyfriend, 18 male, have had this ongoing argument about me changing my hair color. For some context, all throughout my childhood, I was a natural blonde, and as I got older, it got darker. It happens to the best of us, lady. It happens to the best of us. My natural hair color now is a brunette color. My boyfriend in the past has only ever dated emo girls and or only girls with darker hair. This bothers me because I am the complete opposite. You just said you were brunette. Okay. Everything I own is pink. So it's just like the way they dress, their whole vibe. Got it. And my hair is very blonde. I go get my hair done every 6 months. Gotcha. Okay, so you're a brunette, but you keep it blonde. Now to the deal. My boyfriend has been saying he wants to buzz his hair off, and I told him that he wouldn't look good with it, and to please not, because I just wouldn't like it. All right. Harsh, but real as fuck. All right. He has been telling me that I should go brunette/natural for a while because he thinks I'd look good with it. The deal is that if he doesn't buzz his hair, that I will go natural. I've been hesitant about switching hair colors for 3 reasons. 1, because I've basically been blonde my whole life, no matter if it was natural or unnatural. 2, because I feel like he's trying to make me look like the rest of the girls he's dated. And 3, I just like being blonde. I have voiced all of these things I feel to him, and he just says it's not that deep and to trust him and do it. You know, the main thing that bothers me is that I feel like he's trying to transform me into his type instead of me just being myself. He's also said he wishes I'd get over the color pink, which adds on to why I feel this way. You guys shouldn't be together. You're 18. Leave. Okay. Also, don't agree to something if you do not want to do it, especially if you feel like he just wants you to do it because he'd prefer you to look that way, but you don't want to look that way. This is very controlling. Both ways, kinda. As of today, we kept having the argument. He told me that I'm not as attractive with my blonde, so that led me to ask him, why are you dating a blonde then if you don't like blondes? And he told me that he could tell I wasn't a natural blonde and was hoping I'd go back to natural for him. And this is not something you say to a woman, first of all, which I feel is bold of him to assume. The other main reason this is a big deal for me is because my hair grows very slow, and if I dye it, it will be that color for years and probably be hard to get back to blonde if I put dye over it if I end up changing my mind. As a hairdresser, it depends on what color you're going. If you're a brunette, I'm gonna assume you're about a level 6, you know, if you were a blonde not too long ago. Not hard to get back to a blonde. If you get it done professionally. If you're doing box dye, very hard. I've also told him this, but he told me that his feelings for me will probably not last if I keep my hair how it is right now, even though I like it this way. So am I the asshole for not wanting to keep my side of the deal, even though I feel like he's trying to change me into what he wants? So you need to leave him. He is trying to change you, and you don't want to do that in any way, shape, or form. And this seems really unhealthy out the get-go. You guys are literally 18, just turned into an adult. I don't even think you're adults yet, to be honest. Like, it's like a what do you call that? I don't know. Bit double standard, because you're also telling him he can't buzz his hair. So maybe he's lashing out because of that. Both are bad. So let's see what the comments say though. You're not the asshole for not wanting to change your hair, but you are the asshole for making a deal and then trying to renegotiate. If anything, let him buzz his and keep yours. I don't agree with that, because he's gonna buzz his hair, you're gonna not like his hair, and then he's not gonna like what you look like because he's literally telling you that he would prefer if you look that way, and he's gonna get tired of you. You guys just need to break up. This is dumb. Maybe the bigger question is why you're with a dude that doesn't seem to like who you are. You owe it to yourself to be with someone that does. The end there, I totally agree with. OP never agreed to the deal, but I concur she should encourage the buzz cut so her STBX can re-enter the dating world. I don't know what STBX, I'm too old for this shit, okay? I am too old for this shit, okay? Can re-enter the dating world with a bad haircut to match his personality. That's kind of funny. Wait. I kind of like that. Next person said everybody's the asshole, which I kind of feel about, but I feel like the guy's more the asshole. Keep your hair the way you like it and accept that he does the same. Comment under that says, this is the correct answer. Both sound insufferable, honestly. Like, if your partner's hair is such a big deal, then break up and date someone who likes the way you look. Yeah, this is just so surface level, and it just makes me like, who cares, dude? Just leave. Like, there's so many other things. You know, I mean, you can have an opinion. Like, if, I don't know, if Caleb was to come up to me and be like, I want to buzz my hair off, I'd be like, all right, you can do that. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. I'm sure you'll look great. Do I love your long hair? Yes, I do very much. I love rubbing my hands through them, but hair grows back. And if that's going to make you feel good, I love you no matter what, so do that, you know? I just don't want to shit on the fact that they have opinions, because that's not a big deal. It's just the way they're going about addressing them and speaking with their partner. It's not nice or healthy. I don't really like it. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. What do you guys think? Is it weird? Was that weird? Or is that like, are you guys like, no, that makes sense? Or like, that wasn't a big deal? Or I don't know. Do you have your own stories about like have you ever come home to your partner and you like drastically changed their hair and they reacted like really bad or something? But yeah, let me know. But I'm good. This was not really a palate cleanser. Kind of made me more upset, but I'm just upset now and I don't feel good. So I'm gonna go. Bye.